Sticks with him. Tough angle. Livingston is there.
No, Livingston is in to clean it up, and he's
pocket three. Livingston. Contact. No.
Owned now by the Cardinals. Three-pointers good from the corner by Livingston.
Collins wants the alley-oop pass. Instead, the driving
Kicks it out. Livingston flushes it.
Shares it. Here's Livingston. And a well-timed three. What an answer! And left hand. Oh, slam down.
It's picked off by Wallace. Who else at the other end with a sledgehammer? Chris Livingston.
Wow. Ware turns him over. Wallace shares it. Here's Livingston.
In transition. Cal says this could be one of his better defensive teams. National Player of the Year head-to-head race early will be special.
November 20th on the road in Spokane is a corner three from Livingston. Are you doing?
Wheeler probing, firing. Livingston left alone and knocks down the triple.
Sloppy now. Here's Frederick. Wheeler, maybe walked. Instead, Livingston finishes.
Go rebound, no dribble at all, and you end up with a layup. The impact Wallace has had offensively. He's running the point, running the break.
Big time rebound by Livingston,
who pulls up his leg and falls down. Now that's a flop rather than an offensive foul. They win that game if they don't have those. So that's just communication, understanding. Oh my goodness.
That's Chris Livingston. Frederick in transition. Now Livingston full head of steam. And he goes with the left to finish.
Then starts the break, gives it up, but keeps sprinting up the floor. One dribble, uses his offhand for the layup.
Allow his teammate to recover and get back.
Quick pass inside right off of the inbounds.
Good start for Wallace. Livingston operating down low off glass. Plakitas way off the mark ahead is Livingston. Off glass too easy. 23-11. Loose as in turnovers. Loose as in not good shots. Okay. Livingston says, take that, coach.
Come on, a little 2-3 zone, a little switch.
Livingston rather has a look and buries it.
How about that? Nice addition.
And to kick it out to Livingston.
He can drive it.
Maybe he got away with a little shoulder there, but he knocks it down. The crossover was pretty strong. Livingston in the paint on a runner. Got it.
Oh, what a division.
And he had a tough pass just to get it into Ware. Livingston for the tie. Got it.
How about this kid? Goodness. Playing really solid basket. Etienne's really guarding.
Livingston three. Yes.
This kid, he has arrived.
Squad. Little penetration cut off. Leak ahead. Here's Chris Livingston. Easy dose for Kentucky.
Wow, expecting the pass there, but he'll get that fixed. How about the strip and rip here and the kick ahead? And it looks like a small thing, okay. Livingston gets out in the open court. But
to lead 19-2. Livingston for three. That's a pretty looking shot. Chris Livingston. Part of a long road trip for this FAMU team. They've taken advantage of it. Here's Livingston. Back-to-back buckets for the freshman.
And here's what you do. You drive at Sheboy. If the defender's on his back, you're going to have a wide.
Shot clock at three. Livingston. Contact, no whistle.
Amazing around the rim.
Little zone now by the Cardinals. Three-pointers good from the corner by Livingston, the freshman.
And Wheeler didn't waste any time. Great test.
Lob on the back line, too. They like to look for lobs here.
Here's Livingston and his little
too easy
run.
Baseline drive, Wallace. They move it around. Livingston has a three. Got it.
Yeah, really good job to Kentucky. Swing off their run game.
Livingston in the paint, throws it up off the window and finds
huge question mark for Kentucky going forward.
G.G. Jackson and Livingston, they had a huge high school rivalry last year. That time Livingston is 0 for 1. He has no points. Here he tries to penetrate, takes it all the way to the basket and lays it up and in.
I like Livingston. Now this is a college drive as opposed to a high school drive. He got low, he got his shoulder into the defender a little.
Then he got a great chance to come off of a screen afterwards. Screen for the screener action.
Strong drive and finish by Chris Livingston.
And not as fast in the advance without Xavier Wheeler in the game, who's a one-man break, but still
Kentucky's transition defense, not where Rick Barnes wants it to be. Up top, and so they couldn't complete that.
Vescovy spins to the baseline, the drive, and rejected. I think
time. Livingston takes it hard to the rack, and Kentucky has pushed their lead now to 3.
One from the corner. He makes the play out of the corner. Toppin dives out of his way, just right through the chest. Heavy contact with foot.
Out to Chris Livingston. Good. Really good find by Wheeler.
I mean, Wheeler's the kind of guy that can come in and bust the game open for Kentucky or bust a pop.
Here's Livingston, another 3. And he strokes it in. Why not?
Off the screen. The putback is there by Livingston.
Anytime there's a turnover, missed shot, Kansas excellent in transition.
boy, look at Kentucky getting down the floor. Chris Livingston lays it in. This event over the Champions Classic. A turnover. Shibwe shovels it ahead to Livingston. 9-4 cap.
One transition team, but the deflection by Cason Wallace lets Kentucky get out on the break. The nice throw ahead by Oscar Shibwe.
No double this time. Shibwe kicks it out. Livingston flushes it. His 3rd field goal of the night already. Down for Shibwe. Livingston in transition. Jump stop and a finish.
Shibwe turned into the jump shot, and Livingston with a beautiful tip.
He was help on midline to take away the pick and roll and recovered.
Livingston all alone, and he's able to get it.
Pass and in transition, Livingston as a rim runner, and Wheeler. There's one thing you can say about him. He's always had great court. Had to keep Wheeler mentally ready and into it. Don't let him pout too much with that reserve role. Well done by Livingston. Because
said something that she really wanted, couldn't afford to get for herself. I just love those kind of guys, man. I think about others.
Livingston with the left hand.
I love athletes like Livingston. You can get hot defensively just like offensively. Wheeler comes from behind with that ball pressure, and Livingston.
Frederick penetrates, he kicks. Livingston. That's hard to take it hard to the rack.
To do damage on the road.
9 of the 10 starters still in the game as Livingston takes it hard to the rack, and he beats the one guy who was on the bench to start. Collins wants the alley-oop pass instead. The driving layup by Livingston.
And Wallace just closes out the airspace. That's the play I'm talking about with Livingston, man. Such a hard physical driver. Cool thing on the road, but man, 2 of the best in the women's game going head to head.
Livingston knocks down a 3 from the top of the 3-point arc. And
next level, absolutely yes.
5 assists. Livingston, 3 ball.
Been impressed with the persistence of this Georgia Bulldogs team.
Well, and their persistence to put bodies around Oscar Shibwe. So as a result, rounding 34 right there at the rim. And no one's going to come off of Shibwe to stop the drive. They're going to say, so be it. Here comes a double, reverse it, one more.
Livingston, top of the key for 3.
Yeah, I'll take that. Spread that offense out. Georgia's putting bodies on Shibwe.
Nice
Make sure
drive.
you don't, and that's what I'm talking about. Hill, make a play. I like that. Yes,
Livingston,
sir.
my goodness.
I like that. Here's the smack action that Wallace works off downhill. And Livingston's the guy that finishes it. Here, Kentucky.
4-5 from deep is Antonio Reeves. Livingston, smash mouth hoops inside. Livingston, a deep 3. On the way, and he connects.
Offensively minded now. He can heat up in a hurry.
Way back on the floor with the 4 fouls. Livingston, the mid-range. There it is. How big was that?
Good size. Awaka sticks with him. Tough angle. Livingston is there. Perfect positioning for Chris Livingston.
We got a cartoon character going. The ability to clean it up with a glass. Livingston. Yes, sir.
Field goal percentage defense, opponent 3-point percentage as well. Livingston, count it for 3.
Wallace made that play. That was tipped in the air. If he didn't go out, accent, by the way.
I noticed that. Livingston hangs and hits. It rims in to shoot. Toppin. Floater. Put home by Livingston.
Nice. One of the better 2-point defenses in the country. Number 7 overall.
Livingston's been playing great lately. 25 and 50. And rebound to Toppin. Livingston Follows his own miss, another offensive rebound.
He's such a strong body kid, and it's Kentucky. That's Calipari. Get on
Livingston. Oscar lost the handle on it. Got it back. Shared it. And Livingston finishes.
How about the presence of Oscar Shibwe? Populated right now is Kentucky.
Wallace. No, Livingston is there to clean it up, and he's fouled.
How about Chris Livingston? Maybe just saved and bailed out Kentucky. And the strength and the finish through contact by Livingston. Special.
His minute.
He only played 9 minutes, did Livingston, in the first half.
Reeves. Livingston. Got it.
He has been so good.
Intercepted. It's picked off by Wallace. Who else at the other end? With a sledgehammer, Chris Livingston. Biggest lead for Kentucky.
How about that pass?
My heaven. A circus in here with Kentucky. Long passes, converting. Terrific trans.
Play the mid-range. In and out. Livingston. How much better is Lewis? No. Studi got it back. Swatted away by Livingston.
That a great officiating crew on hand tonight.
Yeah, but it's quite interesting how difficult that is for them to make that call with the number of charges. It's got to be so difficult for the defender with the number of charges that are being called. And
absolutely. Well, it starts on this defensive end, right? You got a nice job of Livingston getting out, and that's where I think.
Been trying to answer? No. Another big rebound. Oscar Shibwe, monster bucket there to Livingston.
Yeah, Livingston, who didn't get a lot of playing time.
If Arkansas can make a little run, Walsh is rejected inside.
Inside. Good cut by Livingston. And that's the first bucket for Chris Livingston, the freshman out of Akron, Ohio. Jordan Wright was the hero at Rupp. And a well-timed three. What an answer! Livingston dropped the beats on.
You dunk on a big man, a 7-footer, you say, I got me a footer. Not quite 7 feet, but 6'10". Still pretty impressive. Big-time play by Livingston.
Opens up the driving lanes also.
Livingston, hard drive, floats it up and in. Chris Livingston
answered it. I'm sitting right next to you.
You're a good teammate. Livingston puts it up and in. The Knights are dancing into the second round. Shibwe, the steal, gives it up for Livingston, puts it up, no. Rebound, Shibwe, hooks it inside, Livingston lays it home.
How about Livingston getting back in the play?
Defender, shot clock is down to 7. Livingston trying to make it happen. The spin, the deuce. The cutter, Livingston for the flush. Beautiful setup by Jacob.
Nice look with the left, but Shibwe steps right across on him.
He anticipated it for the steal. Livingston to the rim. Now it's Toppin. Shot clock is down to 7. Tomlin comes out to defend him. Toppin, left hand. Oh, slam down. Chris Livingston. Frederick out of the timeout.
Looking for the high-low to Shibwe that trip.
Corner, Livingston. Count it for 3.